Guys, welcome to another video, and we are now switching the focus to English language paper 2. Today guys is the first video where we are going to be going over how long is the exam, how much time do you spend on each question, and how do you use the reading and planning time. Then guys, tomorrow's video we'll be looking at question 1 and question 2, then we'll be looking at question 3, then question 4, and then question 5. So it will be daily uploads guys now leading up to your exams, and let's get ready to smash English language paper 2. Okay guys, so English language paper 2 as an exam is 1 hour 45 minutes in length, and the entire paper is out of 80 marks, and this is divided into two sections. So we have section A, which is the reading section, and this is worth 40 marks, which means this is worth 50% of the paper. And section A guys looks at question 1, question 2, question 3, and question number 4. Now then we have, section B. Guys, then we have section B, and this is known as the writing section, and this also is worth 40 marks, and this looks at question number 5. So 1 hour 45 minutes is the entire exam. It's worth 80 marks, 40 marks for question 5, and 40 marks for question 1, 2, 3, and 4. Now, there's one key difference between paper 1 and paper 2, and the key difference, guys, is that paper 2, you are given two sources. You are given two extracts that you must look at inside of your exam. Now, how do you split your time? What do you do over the 1 hour 45 minutes in your exam? So I'm gonna go over my advice in regards to the order you should be completing your exam. The first thing you should be doing in your exam, guys, this year is question number 5, which will be writing an article. So guys, the first thing that you should be doing in your exam this year is question number 5, which is writing an article. Given 45 minutes writing time, and it is worth 40 marks in your exam, and you are writing an article. Now, I'm not gonna go over how to actually write the article. We'll cover that when we cover question 5. This is just an idea of how you should break down your exam. So question 5, 45 minutes, and that is writing an article, and that is 50% of your exam complete. Now, after you've written an article, you then move on, guys, we then move on to the reading and planning part of our exam. Guys, we then move on to the reading and planning section of our exam. Can you guys see that? Yes, beautiful. Now, when it comes to the reading and planning element of our exam, this is now my advice. Guys, this is now my advice. Whether you take it, whether you leave it, is entirely up to you. So we have 15 minutes in total. Guys, we have 15 minutes in total to read and plan inside of our exam. That's the designated time that is given by AQA. 15 minutes to read and plan. Now, how do we break down these 15 minutes? So 5 to 6 minutes is given to reading the sources. Guys, 5 to 6 minutes is given to our reading time. So you will have been given two sources, and you want to spend 5 or 6 minutes just going through and reading the sources and making sure you understand these sources. Then you want to spend, so let's say we spend 5 or 6 minutes, right? And we got an average of 9 or 10 minutes left for our exam. So you want to break your next time down into 3 sections: 3 minutes, 3 minutes, and 4 minutes. And obviously, guys, this will depend on how much time you spent here. You want to spend 3 minutes, guys, planning question number 2. You want to spend 3 minutes planning question number 3, and you want to spend 4 minutes planning question number 4. Now, you might be thinking, sir, how about question number 1? Don't worry, guys, I've got you. We're going to go there next. So you spent 45 minutes answering question number 5. You spent 15 minutes reading and planning question number 2, 3, 4. And again, guys, when we cover these questions, I will show you how to plan for each of these questions. And then, guys, we go over question by question. Now, we didn't plan question number one. Guys, we didn't plan question number one. Now, question number one, guys, is worth 4 marks, and we are spending 5 minutes on this question. Now, this is why we didn't plan this question, because we are given 5 minutes to answer this question. Our planning time is in that 5 minutes. Why is that? Because this question, guys, they will give us a list of 8, and they will ask us to pick and color in the box of the 4 statements which are either true or which are either false. Therefore, the actual writing up of this question takes about 30 seconds because you're literally picking the 4 boxes for your answer. That is why you can literally spend 4 minutes of this question time in looking for your answers, and take a minute if you want to have a whole minute to pick your 4 answers. That is why we don't need a separate planning time for question number 1. Question number 1, we get 5 minutes. Our planning time is included within those 5 minutes. So guys, that is question number 1. Can you guys see that? Yes, you can. Perfect. Then guys, we move on to question number 2. Guys, question number 2 is worth 8 marks. And for 8 marks, we are looking to spend 10 minutes. And in 10 minutes, guys, we are aiming to write 2 paragraphs. Now, what is this question looking at, guys? Question number 2, as you all should know, is asking us to write a summary. Guys, question number 2 is asking us to write a summary. Now, obviously, we planned it already. So this is our writing time that I am referring to. Then, guys, let's move on to question number 3. Now, look, guys, the entire exam is 45 minutes. We spent 45 minutes, 15 minutes. That's 1 hour of our exam gone. Then we spent 5 minutes on question 1. We spent 10 minutes on question 2. That's 1 hour and 15 minutes of our exam now gone. Now we move on to question number 3 and question number 4. So we have 30 minutes of our exam left. Guys, we have 30 minutes of our exam left. Now, timings, depending upon your teacher and your school, they're very similar. Some say 12, some say 13. It's not a massive deal, but this is my advice. For question number 3, guys, this question is worth 12 marks. And for the 12-mark question, we're looking to spend approximately 30 minutes. And this is a language question. Guys, this is a language question. Can you guys see that? This is a language question, guys, where we are aiming to produce somewhere between 2 to 3 paragraphs. Now again, when I release the video about question number 3, that will make much more sense and I will cover that in more detail. I repeat, this is just to give you an overview. And then we move on to question number 4, guys. This is worth 16 marks. You want to spend approximately 17 minutes and you want to write anywhere between 3 to 4 paragraphs. And this question, guys, is a comparison question where we are comparing writers' methods. And that is how we split our time in the exam. Guys, that is how we split our time in the exam. Just to recap, guys, the entire exam is worth 1 hour 45 minutes. It is equally weighted. So section A is worth 40 marks. Section B is worth 40 marks. Section A is question 1, 2, 3, 4. Section B is question number 5. Therefore, I advise you guys, this is my advice, to do question number 5 first. This year, AQA has told us that question number 5 is writing an article. We have 45 minutes to answer this question, and this is worth 50% of the paper. After you've completed the article in 45 minutes, then you move on to your 15 minutes, which is reading and planning time. You spend 5 to 6 minutes reading the 2 sources. Then you spend 3 minutes planning question 2, 3 minutes on question 3, and 4 minutes planning question number 4. That is your 15 minutes up. That is an hour of the exam done. Then we move on to the next part of the exam, which is the final 45 minutes. You spend the first 5 minutes answering question number 1. You spend the second 10 minutes answering question number 2, which is an 8-mark question, writing a summary. Then question number 3, guys, we are looking to produce anywhere between 2 to 3 paragraphs. It's worth 12 marks. And it is a language question. And then we have question number 4, where we are comparing the writer's methods, where we are spending anywhere between 17-ish minutes. So 17 plus 13 is 30 minutes. 10 minutes on question 2, that's 40, and 5 minutes on question number 1, that is 45 minutes. And that is why you view your exam as 3 rounds. Question 5 is round 1, where you hit the exam hard. Then the reading and planning time is round 2. This is where you kind of rest a teeny bit, because you're not writing as hard, but you're planning and you're highlighting and you're making all your relevant points. That's an hour in, and then we go to round 3, which is a blitz, and we again work hard and write hard for question 1, 2, 3, and 4. And this is how I advise all of my students to approach English language paper 2. Now that you all know the timing and how the exam is structured, we are now going to go over the exam question by question by question. Tomorrow's video, guys, we will be looking at question number 1 and question number 2 together in the same video. So do make sure you jump on and check out that video. As always, guys, it's been Mr. Everything English. Peace.